Hey, what's up guys? Mr. Free Coiner coming back to you again today. I hope everybody is doing well and you are taking care of yourself. Just wanted to bring you a quick video early in the day because I will be putting out some more content later. Just wanted to go over a couple things I actually missed yesterday and just very interesting stuff, honestly. The thing that caught my attention the most was this right here. XRPL Labs proudly presents its new Ripple XRP supported product, and I'm guessing it's Xumm. All right. So essentially, this is a bank without a bank. All right, you're banking yourself. They've created the application to hold fiat as well as cryptocurrencies. Guys, I mean, you know, when I look at this, I look at what Ripple is actually doing. When you compare it to all the other projects that are out there, man, they are far and above, you know, anything anybody else is doing. They have the tools. They're constantly creating the tools. And I'm gonna tell you, Win, he is an invaluable asset to Ripple. I mean, this guy right here is constantly innovating. You know, his team is constantly coming out with awesome products. I'm just really excited to see what happens next. This right here, because think, all the people, even here in the US, there are tons of people who don't actually have bank accounts. A lot of people use those prepaid cards, things like that. And just think of the changes that are going to be made in the next couple of years. This is just awesome. And then on top of that, remember, Ripple poured in $500 million, $500 million into things like this, into these types of developments. Very exciting stuff ahead, guys. It's just, man, it gives me you know, just that warm fuzzy because you know, being invested in XRP. I mean, you know, yeah, it's not like being invested in Ripple by any means, but still, you know, it's almost like we kind of have a dog in the fight, right? All right, so Ripple price XRP showing positive signs, more gains possible. So he's actually saying that more gains are possible. Now, again, I mean, you guys know how I am. I'm a little, you know, lukewarm on the TA. And I think it's important to, you know, definitely look at it. There is some, you know, some validity in it, absolutely, without a doubt. It's just that, again, the market is so green and so new. You know, we're still in the Wild West of, you know, as far as crypto is concerned. So I really don't think it's very easy to predict what's going to happen just using TA. But, you know, you never know. I mean, we are doing some of the things that they're saying, you know, bouncing off the resistance, definitely, you know, not really going below 39 cents, if, you know, and having the support of that 37-cent level. You know, with all the developments that are really kind of coming out now, with the banks going offline, or rather going down for maintenance the other day, I'm really hoping, more than anything, that we see some huge upswings. I know we're all just totally beat up and ready for something different besides just this sideways movement. I think though XRP won't be immune to this, you know, to this news and things like that. But honestly though, you know, actually I don't think it's the news that's going to move it. You know, obviously we've seen plenty of news. It hasn't changed anything. I think now it is the utility. I mean, with these banks going down, who knows what actually is going on with that? Very interesting stuff. I think all of that's going to play out here very, very soon. Another thing that went on today, Deutsche Bank down for the count. My gosh. I mean, they've laid off 18,000 people. And what was it? I think they're looking to slash up to 20,000 jobs, as it says here, including many top officials. That's surprising. I mean, none of these companies ever get rid of the top officials who are making the really big bank. But yeah, man, this is like a huge thing right here. Deutsche Bank, wow, they're retracting, and Yeah, this is gonna cause a big shakeup in the market, a huge shakeup. Man, a lot of interesting things going on right now. So, one other thing I wanted to talk about is this situation with Tron. Oh my gosh. Tron had to call the police to protect the people in their office against an angry mob. And, I don't mean to laugh at the people who lost money, but it looks like China is actually going through some of what's happened here. Because when you think about it, I mean, I always talk about this. 2017, there were, I think they said there were, at least $1 billion was lost in these Ponzi schemes and all this. I mean, it was crazy, and China's experiencing that. They're gonna, the people there are gonna have to learn. And Tron even put out they sent out a tweet saying, "Hey, hold on to your crypto. We never ask for your money. We never ask you to send any money." So apparently some group set up something called Wave Field Super Community, right? And cause these people to, FOMO into this thing. I mean, just like all the things that Sam was going over, all the different scams, I can't remember most of the names, but, because there were so many of them. And people are constantly falling for that stuff. Send me, 1 ETH and I'll send you 2. That's total bull stuff. That's total bullshit. Who's gonna do that, right? Who's gonna take a 1 ETH and then send you 2? That doesn't make any sense. What good is that? But people fall for this stuff, and they put their, the saying, as we know, if your crypto is not in your possession, it doesn't belong to you. If you don't have the keys, if you don't have that information, it doesn't belong to you. It belongs to wherever you're keeping it. And as soon as you transfer your coins anywhere, they could be gone any second. It's sad, but hey, it's a fact of life. And I think a lot of people are still yet to come that will fall for things like this. And just, actually one more thing. Singapore government proposes to exempt value-added tax on cryptocurrencies. So this right here is something we absolutely need. Now, one thing I really hope that does happen, not sure if it's going to happen anytime soon, if it ever even happens, is just a flat tax. And I've talked about this before, but every time I think about that, it would just really change everything in the U.S. It would change the whole setup. I mean, the wealth of everyone would increase by, if they don't, somehow turn that into something that would, kind of kill your income or whatever. But if it remains reasonable, not having to pay a income tax, that would definitely be a wonderful thing. So it says here, the Inland Revenue Authority of Singapore published draft GST guidelines on Friday, stating that the supply of digital payment tokens in exchange for fiat currency or other digital payment tokens will be exempt from GST. Man, that would be... Therefore, the supply of such tokens, being an exempt supply, will not contribute to your annual taxable turnover for the determination of your liability for GST registration. And then on down here it says, notably, stable coins do not qualify as digital payment tokens as per the definition by the authority. A digital token pegged to the US dollar will not qualify as a digital payment token, but may instead fall under the list of financial services, it said. So, if we could get something like this here, instead of them always trying to reach into our pockets for everything, just the thought of, every time you trade one coin for another, it's something that they know it has to happen because, for example, VET is not liquid. You can't transfer VET straight to US dollars. So you have to trade that for either XRP or Bitcoin or Ethereum, right? So you're going to have two transfers that are actually taxable events, right? the way things work, from my knowledge right now, that sucks. That really sucks. I'm sure there's a loophole or something like that around it. I hope so. But yeah, I think this next tax season is going to really, really suck. I just wanted to take a look at the XRP charts. Yeah, the volumes are really, really low. A little bit lower than they had been. And that's, this it can be very frustrating, but guys, we have to always keep our heads up and just stay strong. We know where XRP is going, and at any minute, things could turn around and just blow the doors off. We just never know. And again, also, as I've mentioned before, hey, distract yourself if you need it. If you're in the crypto space every day and that's what you do, I mean, there are many ways to distract yourself. So many dApps and all this different stuff that you can, if you're just really that hooked on it, it might be a good idea to just distract yourself from looking at XRP every 5 minutes to see if the price has gone up. It's not going to happen like that. Well, you know what? I take that back. It may happen like that. It may just, shoot up all of a sudden, and, we see a storm on Twitter where, everybody's talking about, XRP just went to such and such amount. That would be awesome, I think. Hopefully we see that, sometime soon. But hey, we do have to be patient and just wait and see. So, guys, that's all I have for you this morning. I hope you guys are, being vigilant and staying strong again, and just, again, be patient. Thank you for joining me. If you haven't already done so, please hit that subscribe button and the like button, as well as the post notification button, so you know when I've posted again. I will be live streaming tonight, so please join me if you have the time. I would really appreciate it. We usually have a lot of fun. All right, guys, take care of yourselves, and God bless.